Good morning. Welcome back to Market Monday for December 4th, 2023. We hope you all had a very nice Thanksgiving. Did you miss us? We're very glad to be back with you. So let's get right into it.
Last week, an investing legend died at the age of 99. Charlie Munger, most widely known as Warren Buffett's right hand, was famous for brimming with wit and wisdom. In fact, Buffett himself said, quote, Berkshire, the conglomerate they built together, could not have been built without Charlie's wisdom and participation. Here's a clip of him talking about some of his most important life lessons.
Generally speaking, there are two things I've found in my long life when you never do. One is never feel sorry for yourself. If your child is dying of cancer, don't feel sorry for yourself. Never, ever feel sorry for yourself. And the other thing you never want to have is envy. That's the only one of the deadly sins you're never going to have any fun at all.
Of course, speaking from his own experience of having a child die from cancer at just 9 years old.
But Munger didn't just supply quips and one-liners. He was a quality thinker. One of our favorite examples is his endorsement of the concept of inverting or inversion. Often when we think about problems or outcomes, we tend to think in the affirmative. What do we want to happen? What does a successful business strategy look like? How about a successful investing outcome? Those are kind of important, and that's great.
But incomplete. Considering a problem or situation from forward-looking perspective is great, but not enough. So we would also say, what does an unsuccessful outcome look like? So then we can also pursue or avoid things that may contribute to that undesirable outcome. What do we not want to happen?
Considering different investing strategies, allocations, tax considerations, estate planning choices, upside down, inside out, front to back, really helps build out the fullness of our decision making. Here's to you, Charlie Munger. Godspeed.
As we're pulling into the last month of the year, the bears who have been calling for a recession are running out of time. Quick check on the NBER, the official arbiters of recession in the US. They run an index they use to determine recessions. You can look at all of the other indicators you want, yield curve, economic data, stock market valuations, but this is the single best source of truth on whether the US is in or close to recession.
Generally speaking, it looks like a reading of 0.4 to 0.5 is the line in the sand for official recessions. Zooming in on last year, when we had 2 quarters in a row of negative GDP, some would call that an unofficial definition of recession. This reading got up to around 0.4, then sharply turned lower. And of course, look where we are now. Bouncing around the bottom. Not very recessionary, is it?
But that didn't stop Wall Street strategists from starting the year with the most gloomy outlook on record. Yes, strategists had positive stock market outlooks every single year since the late 90s. And for the first time on record, had 2023 as a down year. Even halfway through the year, Wall Street analysts predicted negative second half of the year returns in 2023.
But get this, every single time these strategists have been net negative on the second half of the year. 1999, up 7% in the second half. 2019, 9.8%. 2020, up 21% in the second half of the year. 2021, 10.9%. 2023, through November 29th, right at 3% so far. We'll see what the next month brings. Bottom line, with 2024 fast approaching and the slew of predictions and prognostications with it, let us emphatically remind ourselves, while there are endless opinions out there, no one can reliably and precisely predict what will happen.
What we do have, however, is history, context, probabilities. Here's one we've been talking about almost every week this year. You can't make this up. how 2023 is almost eerily tracking various seasonal patterns, just as we've been saying, yes, ad nauseum. Strong first half, check. Weak third quarter, bears come out, doom and gloom headlines dominate, sentiment deteriorates, check. Then a strong fourth quarter. So far, check. Have a great week.